What happens typically after the birth of a second child or subsequent children? And what are the emotions that are going to come up to surface in that moment? Hi, my name is Naomi Karemi. I am a full spectrum doula and I'm also a Kramzog. I help families settle and adjust in their first week after a child has been born, and also the family at large, one family at a time. In this video, I'm going to talk about subsequent babies or subsequent children in a family and the emotions that creep in to dampen the whole festivities. The typical emotions that I see happen or come to surface with many mothers especially is the mama guilt. Mama guilt because you are not sure if you gave birth to the next child too soon. You feel like the first child still needed you and maybe you should have waited. You are not sure how you're going to divide yourself, your availability, your love with two kids that still need you 210%. The emotions that creep up are not only doubt, but also the mama guilt. And the mama guilt creep up because you are going to be out of action for a while you recover. Take that recovery and not so lightly, because when you recover well in that first week, it means you will come back stronger and able to continue loving both your children without feeling the doubt and the guilt. Sometimes it's nice when you also make the older children know or realize that this baby is not just an angel who's just come and she or he only does everything right all the time. The way you can give guilt on a baby in front of the older child is by saying stuff like, I want to do XYZ with you, but look, she's pooed again or he's pooed again. You know, it gives them the feeling that, oh, this baby is not just perfect because she's or he's here, that is taking away the attention from my mother. Another way you can alleviate a little bit of that guilt, incorporating the older children in caring for the young baby. One way of doing that is having them choose the clothes that the baby is going to be dressed in after a bath, for example. The first time or the second time the baby goes and have a bath, you can ask the older children if they want to choose the clothes that baby is going to wear afterwards. It could be the suit, the socks, the hat, the romper, anything that will help them feel like they're included, not just that a baby has been born and you have to pack yourselves on the sides and make appearance only when you're needed. Another way of incorporating them in the whole caring for the sibling is delegating or giving them tasks. Imagine the baby is on the first floor and your waste bin or where you throw the used and dirty diapers is downstairs. You can delegate that job to your older child and say, you know what, we will change the baby upstairs, but every time that the baby is being changed, will you make sure that the diaper gets down safely, not open, not exploded, but safely, that it goes into the bin in one piece. Children love to be given tasks to do. The constant wait a minute is not something that is nice, but the earlier they are trained to wait because you are dealing with something now first is not a bad idea. By asking them to wait, you are communicating with them that I'm not avoiding you or ignoring you. It's just that I want to focus on your sister or your brother now, and then I will come back to you. And you find that actually calms everything down. Remember, when you've had another child, it does not mean that your older child suddenly automatically grows up, that they should know how to behave, that they should know this is going to be a big change to you. So treat them still as your babies, only older, and then keep the communication line open. They do listen. They only need to hear it from you, word by word. Babies, small babies especially, they don't have a lot of need. So try as much as you can where possible when you're not resting to do things with your older child, because your baby only needs diaper changing, feeding, and sometimes closeness. And with the closeness, you can combat that with being close to her or him, and also inviting the older child to crawl into your bed and enjoy the togetherness. Now, if these are the kind of tips that you feel would benefit somebody else, please consider sharing. And if it is for yourself, please consider subscribing. And I will see you in the next video.